This is what happened when I found a missing person report with my signature on it, filed at 1:12 in the morning while I was asleep at home, and it ended with my name attached to evidence I never touched. My biggest fear has always been losing control of the truth, and on a Tuesday night in October, that fear came true. Third shift records at City Hall pays badly. The basement smells like stale coffee, and most nights I'm alone processing paperwork no one else wants. Case number J-2407-ML sat in a red folder on my desk. Missing person, status closed, signature Mina Park, timestamp 1:12 a.m. October 9th was my day off and the shift logs prove it, but there was my name attached to a case I'd never seen, referencing something called Restricted Archive 7G. 3 years working this job and I'd never heard of it. The building directory showed nothing. The schematics revealed a blank space where a room should be. The missing person was Jamie Lau, 26, last seen September 22nd, case closed with a note saying subject located and case resolved per family request. No follow-up, no confirmation, just my forged signature. Someone had used my credentials to bury this case, which meant someone with system access wanted Jamie Lau to disappear, and when anyone looked into it, my name would be first on the list. I photographed the file, slipped it back into the stack, and finished my shift like nothing was wrong. At 7:53 a.m., I walked to the coffee shop on 5th and Maple and started digging. Jamie Lau worked as a policy analyst in the city attorney's office, Sandra Oren's office, and that's when someone sat down across from me.
Mina Park, you signed this?
He slid the red folder across the table. Same file, same forged signature. Mid-30s, dark hair, gray jacket, exhausted eyes. He had a folder and I had questions. Huh? I didn't sign that.
That's what I thought. My name is Marcus Stephen, and Jamie Lau is my younger sibling. They disappeared 6 weeks ago. The police closed the case and told me Jamie had been found, that the family requested closure, but I'm the only family Jamie had left, and I never made that request.
How did you find me?
Well, your name was on the file, so I looked you up, staked out this coffee shop for 3 days, and here you are searching Jamie's name after a night shift, so either you signed this and you're covering your tracks, or someone used your name and you're trying to figure out why.
Someone used my credentials while I was off the clock. The file references a restricted archive I've never heard of, and your sibling worked for Sandra Oren. Someone with system access wanted Jamie buried, and they used me to do it.
Then we have the same problem. Sandra Oren is married to Deputy Mayor Brian Kellis, and if Jamie found something in the city attorney's office that needed hiding, we're looking at a cover-up that goes all the way to the top.
Part of me wanted to walk away, but my name was already on that file and my credentials already compromised. If Marcus found me in 3 days, someone else would too. What do you need from me?
Access to that restricted archive? If it exists, you're the only person who can get me inside.
I should have said no, but I needed to know who'd used my name and why. I needed to clear myself before someone decided I was the problem that needed fixing. So I told Marcus to meet me at City Hall that night at 2 a.m., when the building was nearly empty and the cameras on Sub-Level 3 were on maintenance cycle. That night, I clocked in at 11:45, and Riley was at the security desk flipping through a magazine.
Hey Mina, quiet night so far, huh? Just you and the ghost down there.
I forced a smile, took the elevator down, and texted Marcus. 2 a.m., Sub-Level 3, East Stairwell. At 1:53, I logged a fake maintenance request and took the service stairs to meet him. Sub-Level 3 is older than the rest of City Hall, built when this was still a courthouse in the 1930s. Brick walls, dim lighting, half the rooms stuffed with files no one's digitized. I led Marcus past Archive G and Archive H until we reached a plain steel door at the end of the hallway. No label, no keycard reader, just a manual lock. I used the master key I'd borrowed from Riley's desk, and the door opened. Inside was a 10 by 12 room lined with shelves, all red folders, sensitive cases. I scanned until I found J-2407, Jamie Lau's full case file.
There's a witness statement Jamie entered the city attorney's office at 11 p.m. on September 21st and left at 2:15 a.m. with a file folder. No description of what was inside, Just a note saying it was flagged for executive review and never entered into evidence.
What else?
Audio file, case evidence. Recorded September 22nd at 1:07 a.m.
A dusty laptop sat on the desk, so I typed in my city credentials and the system accepted them. Whoever framed me had also given me access. I found the audio file labeled Evidence-J2407-A1 and clicked play. Static, then a voice calm, male procedural.
This is Officer Credential Override logged by Mina Park, City Records, at 0107 hours. Subject Jamie Lau has been located and classified as voluntarily missing. Case status updated to closed per departmental protocol. No further action required.
The recording stopped. That wasn't my voice, but it was my name, my credentials, my ID closing Jamie's case and burying the evidence in an archive that didn't exist. Marcus and I stood in that archive now holding proof that Jamie Lau had been silenced and I was being set up to take the fall. The lights in the hallway went out and I heard footsteps.